As mentioned earlier on, this is a big map, so Levin's going to have a potentially a split map scenario as the game goes on if he wants to play that like that. But what's LucifroN going to do now? A lot of pressure he must be feeling, of course, losing that second map. Everything's on the line. This is a best of 3. Great play by Levin. Look at that, hiding the probe. LucifroN's like, wait a minute, where is it? Oh, okay, there it is. So,
that's actually very responsible. I don't like this so much from LucifroN. I mean, the Zealot's out. He's going to kill that off very quickly. Could have actually gotten a whack off on the SCV, but look at this. Levin actually does not even have the resources to be able to build this. It's just a lost investment for LucifroN. Well, you know, sometimes you get a little over-eager on the big stage.
That's right. Behind that, we have the double barracks into the single refinery, and then the bunker coming down as well, just expecting the Zealot and Stalker to come over to pressure a little bit here. So the next move is always going to come over to Levin. Does he add on extra gateways as he's done so far throughout this series, or does he tech up faster? He may be waiting first, see if he can get some information.
Yeah, this is a map where I love spending extra chrono boosts on the probes and going to get straight robotic security. Well, it looks like Levin is continuing to harass and might get himself free. No, LucifroN, too good. Too good.
Too good as he pulls that back, but we do have extra gateways and then the gas. So, again, despite not realizing or seeing, they'll say, this man said it down. He has to throw these gateways down. He's not cutting any corners. He's not playing greedy. He's playing it safe, and, well, that shows a good sense of confidence as the robot does follow down immediately. So, pretty much the same build for both of these players as we saw just previous.
Spam going down from LucifroN. And there we do see the robotics facility. I really like the play that we saw Levin do last game. +1 armor blink, I think, is one of the absolute strongest plays against Terrans nowadays. Terrans nowadays are just doing this technique that is good but fragile. You put the pressure on with 3 barracks, and then you expand and get in a second engineering bay, and maybe do another tech deviation before you add on barracks 4 and 5. And that's, you know, slick little play until you lose some of those units, because you just cannot replenish units very quickly with 3 barracks. I don't care how many add-ons you have. You could have 2 reactors on each barracks. The Apollo, it wouldn't matter. You really do need that barracks 4 and 5 out quite early.
And something I'm not noticing from LucifroN, he hasn't thrown down an engineering bay yet. He started marauder production and a 3rd gas, only just now throwing down the engineering bay. So he's actually banking a bit of gas here, so he can immediately get those medvacs out. There's the observer coming from Levin as well, just about to pop out, and the double gas is taken for him on the natural. The robot bay should be coming down as he strikes 200 gas now, and we will be seeing a Colossus play again. Is there?
Ooh, now this is a very aggressive Colossus play. There's actually only 1 observer, which means you don't have enough spotting to be able to do the ordinary good defense that you'd like, but I mean, Levin still can follow up with a little bit later of an observer, like right now, but I would like to see that observer out if he wants to go for this blink play. Especially if he loses this observer. He's floating it quite close to the front.
Ooh. Is LucifroN, does he have the energy, number 1? Is he going to see it, number 2? Doesn't have the energy, so he's going to get a free ride in
Levin. Just flying right over the Marine pack perfectly. Unfortunately, LucifroN didn't have the scam, but it's quite a risky play.
And there's the Forging Twilight Council once again, so
excellent.
Blink and armor coming again as a full scout from Levin. The next thing he wants to kind of know is it double barracks or command center down? He was denied previously and denied again here as the observer does fall down outside the natural. There's the remaining of the scan and the salvage bunker. So unfortunately for Levin, doesn't quite know exactly what LucifroN's planning, but
yeah, this is a very unfortunate spot to be in when you don't have any observers. It's so nice to be able to plant an observer here behind the mineral field to be able to see exactly what's going on. Blink is joining the fray. Gateways going down at the front. There's really not a lot of infrastructure on this outer edge, so not many vulnerabilities, save for these pylons. It'll have to be a pretty heavy commitment drop-wise for LucifroN to really deal damage there, but I particularly like this upward little pylon here. It's a cute placement. It does spotting here, and you can warp in to reinforce the front.
That's right. That's right, it does. As LucifroN makes his movement down now, lining up +1 and combat shields just about to finish as he moves across the map to his opponent, Xel'Naga Tower, which has not been spotted. A unit will go to the Xel'Naga Tower in the middle, and unfortunately that Stalker says bye-bye as LucifroN picks that off immediately, and now all of a sudden Levin's like, alright, he's there. how am I going to defend this? Where am I going to defend? As you said, there's an observer outside the main base here, so drops could be very potent. He's going to have to think about these things.
There we have an additional Stalker coming out. Levin getting a lot of those big upgrades. He's getting close to having his key upgrades himself. LucifroN might be thinking he's brave with his combat shield +1, but his window is narrowly elapsing. Levin is soon enough going to have range. He actually only needs 15 more seconds. LucifroN, will he try to make this push up the front? Levin, Levin getting in the complete wrong position.
Oh, he's going to try
Colossus. No! Oh, that's going to be all she wrote for Levin's first Colossus. The other remaining one is now trapped behind a line of force fields. Just the, painful positioning, but LucifroN is actually taking tremendous damage to this one Colossus. He's gotten 16 kills, and those are all Marines. Once his cancel goes down, a single warp into Stalkers is actually going to keep Levin in the game.
You can't really afford to lose this Nexus as well as those double Colossus. As we see LucifroN taking a third command center. It is down, it's ready, just needs to go to orbital, which is a little bit slow with it at the moment, but he is adding on a second starport as well to make sure he doesn't die to just do a counterattack of Colossus here, as they are being chrono boosted out, and things are looking so good for LucifroN in this game. Can't make mistakes at this level of tournament play, Day 9.
You know, I will say I think the only way that Levin could come back is with a straight push to Colossus, non-stop Stalker warp in. You know your opponent's low on the Viking count. Is going to have to engage with more Marauders, but I mean, Levin is opting to expand, but he's going to have to do a second cancel on that.
Deary me, he's going to lose that Nexus by the looks of it. It's very, very sad for Levin there.
Cancels right away. Oh, the Colossus doesn't even actually end up dealing damage. This is a considerable number of Zealots, no charge yet. Vikings working away on that Colossus. Just the biggest botch at this moment in time. I mean, the Zealots are out, there is no charge. Upgrade +2 is en route. The Templar Archives, a hint that he wanted to transition into Zealot Archon, but it just has too much gas tied up in building Blink Stalkers, building Colossus. Levin is kind of falling apart, not the Levin we saw in Game 2.
Yeah, this is not looking so good for him at the moment, as we do see those double reactors on the starports. We have a lot more tech labs coming down, as mentioned. LucifroN's very heavy Marauders tab up. He's naked on the natural again, and LucifroN's just going to walk in and just pick off this Nexus. This is disastrous here for Levin, the South American representative here, and down falls that Nexus.
LucifroN just doing nice, standard, strong play, gets surrounded by Zealots, but Zealots with no speed. I mean, LucifroN can quite easily kite this with just straight up standard Marauder play. And we'll pick off, oh my god, a third cancel on the net. A very narrow cancel there by Levin. But Levin is in a real bad spot to follow.
LucifroN, the denial Terran, as he picks up another cancelled Nexus. A really, really bad game here for Levin, unfortunately. He's just been out microed, he's been out positioned, unfortunately had a move down, and then was counter positioned by LucifroN with a scan, and things are not looking good whatsoever. He's down at 1 base versus 3 with a 4th command center on the way, and again another Colossus will fall here, and LucifroN takes a good 70 supply lead.
God, LucifroN playing this out magnificently. The heavy Marauder emphasis just blasting down the front. GG! LucifroN advances on to the next round. He is in that winner's bracket final where he's going to go up against the winner of Inster and Lowly.
That's right, that game is